Amelia is asking me a question from the podcast in the comments. What is the frequency of tenant turnover? So how often do we have to market to find a new tenant? How often is the tenant moving out? That's a little bit tough to answer because we're a property management company. So we take considerable steps to increase our renewal rate. For us, our renewal rate stands right around 73%, meaning the tenants will be in place for a year. Every year the tenants renew. It was 73% of all our tenants will renew, so they'll stay at least 2 years. For us that's very good, and we've worked pretty hard to get that up. So I don't really know what kind of renewal rate that a landlord on their own would actually get. If it would be worse or not. I will tell you, we actually take a lot of energies to future pace our tenants, and we have mechanisms in place to get the tenants to stay. We've done a lot of things to tweak numbers. So we want to see rent increases every year, and we've toyed with certain numbers. We don't want to increase the rent so much that we're going to end up losing a tenant and we're going to be vacant for 2 months, because 2 months missing rent for an owner is a huge amount of money. It's not worth it if we're getting another $170 a month in rent from the tenants to do that. So we look at the metrics and we've adjusted things. What I can tell you along the lines of that is that the fewer bedrooms you have, the more we would expect your vacancy to go up. So we would expect you to have a lot more in the way of turnover for a studio apartment, a rental with no bedrooms, than we would expect for a one bedroom. And then one bedroom tends to actually have higher vacancy. A two bedroom, it goes substantially down. In a three bedroom and above, we really see vacancy going way down. And the reason for that is, with a three bedroom, is we start seeing roommate situations, and a roommate will move out, and then a new roommate will move in, and then that new roommate kind of basically becomes the eventual last man standing. So the roommates just kind of keep replacing themselves, and in that scenario you never have vacancy, and it works out very well. But for us, to answer your question, right around 70, close to 73% renewal rate. And I'm just trying to think how it would affect how we do things differently, how to answer this question for the average landlord that's managing the property themselves without a property management company. I would really probably expect the average landlord to probably come in easily at 65%. So I would think there's a very good chance that 65% of your tenants or more are going to renew. I'm just trying to think of the advantages we have that maybe an average landlord wouldn't, so I can answer your question accurately. But I can't come up with much. Again, I'm just going to go with 65% or above. Is what your renewal rate should be. All right. As usual, happy investing and good luck, Amelia.